Hello everyone. In the film Abhay, we saw a small child overcame his fear and became so brave that he started saving other people's lives. In the same way, in our history, we have seen many brave and courageous male and female, like Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, Maharana Pratap, Rani Lakshmi Bai, and Rani Durgavati. These are such warriors who never experience fear even for a moment. That is why today we will share a story of one of these prominent warriors, and that is the story of Rani Durgavati. Through this story, you will learn how India has a rich heritage of brave and courageous warriors. Even fear feared their mere presence. Thank you. The Rajputs have played a very unique role in the history of India. Their acts of supreme courage has earned the respect of all Indians. When we talk about India's brave female warriors like Rani Lakshmi Bai, then people also talk about Rani Durgavati, who carved her own name in the history of Rajputs. Come, let us introduce you and tell you how brave and inspiring Rani Durgavati's journey has been. Rani Durgavati was born on 5th October 1524 to the king of Kalinjar Kirti Singh Chandel in Mahoba. Because she was born on the day of Durga Ashtami, she was named as Durgavati. She lived up to this name when it came to her aura, bravery, beauty, and overall persona, and in no time she became very popular. Her father had defeated Mahmud Ghazni with his valor and courage. Since childhood, Durgavati used to spend most of her time with her father. And sometimes, Durgavati used to even accompany her father for hunting. Both of them loved hunting, especially the lions and cheetahs. She was even fond of sword fighting, archery, and horse riding since her childhood. Rani Durgavati had learned all kinds of skills and understood the responsibilities under his guidance, and she also assisted her father. Her husband, Raja Dalpat Shah, passed away after 4 years of their marriage. His untimely demise had shattered Durgavati completely. But she overcame this difficult phase of her life with a lot of courage and strong will. At that time, Rani Durgavati was a mother of 3-year-old boy who was named Veer Narayan. After Dalpat Shah's demise, his young son Veer Narayan succeeded him. Rani Durgavati became his protectress and looked after all the administrative responsibilities. Rani loved her kingdom and its people. She had built many temples, monasteries, several other places of worship, and dharmshala at that time. Jabalpur, as it is called currently, was the capital of her kingdom. She named Cherry Tal after her maid, Rani Tal after hers, and Adhar Tal after her trustworthy minister Adhar Singh. Her kingdom was self-sufficient in her reign. During her reign, the Mughal emperor Baz Bahadur had attacked her kingdom several times. However, he could not defeat Rani Durgavati and her troops in spite of his multiple attacks. Baz Bahadur had underestimated Rani Durgavati and her troops' capability to fight back. Several soldiers from Baz Bahadur's troop got heavily injured. Due to Rani Durgavati's repeated victory, her popularity spread across the neighboring kingdoms in no time. Everyone wished to conquer Rani Durgavati's kingdom. King Akbar heard a lot about Rani Durgavati's bravery and courage. Even King Akbar wished to conquer Rani Durgavati's kingdom. He initiated the dialogue by writing a letter to her, wherein he requested that she send her favorite elephant Sarman and her trustworthy minister Adhar Singh to him. But Rani turned down King Akbar's request. and that is why King Akbar ordered his relative Asif Khan to attack her kingdom. After receiving Akbar's order, Asif Khan initiated his travel to Garha with his heavy troop. When the Mughal troop was nearing Damoh, King Akbar suggested Rani Durgavati to ask the Mughal Subedar for help. That is when Rani Durgavati said, "It is better to die with pride than live with this kind of humiliation. I have served my motherland for many years, and now I will not allow anyone to humiliate her this way. There is no other option than to fight courageously." She got her 2,000 soldiers war ready in a short span. Rani Durgavati's advisors advised her to hide in a safe place till all her soldiers could be formed as the required troop. She commenced her journey to the jungle of Narai as per her advisors' advice. During this time, Asif Khan had reached Garha, and he had started attacking the place to create nuisance and conquer it. When he heard that Rani Durgavati is on her way to Narai, he left his troop to Garha and followed her to Narai. When Rani Durgavati learnt about Asif Khan's move, she asked her advisors and her soldiers that till when should they keep hiding in this jungle. She declared that either they will win this war or they will sacrifice their lives for the motherland with pride. Now Rani Durgavati wore her battle dress, sat on her elephant sarman to commence her journey. A huge war began, and many soldiers from both sides were severely injured. She spoke to her advisors after the sunset and made a plan in the night to attack the enemies. She told her troop that Asif Khan will attack them again in the morning, but no one listened to her. The next day, on 24th June 1564, things unfolded the way she had predicted them. Rani Durgavati stepped into the battlefield with the elephant sarman. She defeated Akbar's troops thrice in a row. However, her son Veer Narayan was badly injured in this battle. When Rani Durgavati heard of this news, she immediately asked her trustworthy soldiers to carry him to a secure place quickly. So many soldiers left the battlefield with Veer Narayan. However, Rani Durgavati continued to fight the battle bravely. While she fought bravely, an arrow suddenly pierced one side of her neck. Rani Durgavati pulled the arrow and continued to fight, but she suffered severe injury on that part of the neck. Then one more arrow pierced her neck, which Rani Durgavati pulled out quickly. However, she fainted due to the heavy injury. When she gained consciousness, she realized that her troop had lost the battle. She told the elephant Mahout, "I have always had faith in you. Like each time in the past, don't let me be captivated by my enemies because we lost the battle. And like a faithful servant, kill me with this sharp knife." The elephant Mahout replied, "How can I kill a great warrior like you with my own hands? I can do one thing for you instead. I can help you escape from the battlefield. I completely trust our elephant who can quickly help us escape." She was very furious after she heard this. She asked him, "So you want me to live a life of humiliation?" And as she said this, she pulled out the knife and stabbed herself. And this is how she sacrificed her life for her motherland. After she died, Asif Khan attacked Chauragarh. But Rani Durgavati's son, Veer Narayan, came forward to fight back. But unfortunately, he was killed. With this, Asif Khan took over all of Rani Durgavati's wealth. The historic place in Jabalpur where this war took place is called Barela. And this is the place where Rani Durgavati was also cremated. The natives of this place worshipped this place with flowers as a mark of respect. Rani Durgavati was not only a brave warrior but also a successful ruler. The world-famous Khajuraho temples and Kalinjar fort were built during her reign. These are the present UNESCO World Heritage Sites. There is also a famous university built in Jabalpur, which is named after her as a Rani Durgavati Vishwavidyalaya. She created history as a brave Rajput warrior who ruled for 16 glorious years and has continued to inspire us. Rani Durgavati has earned her a prestigious place in the Indian history due to her several stories of courage.